What in the world, boy? It's your boy Big Low Country. For everybody out there that don't know me, my name is Big Low Country. Look at here. Make sure that you wait a minute. I feel thrown off. Hold. Wait a minute. Let me try this one. What in the world, boy? It's your boy Big Low Country. For everybody out there that don't know me, my name is Big Low Country. I'm just an old country boy from a football coach. Love to sit around talk about sports. You yourself could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with us, and I definitely and greatly appreciate that. First of all, if you're watching the show after you've gone live already, make sure you put a what in the world boy in the comments. Also, make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. Also, I brought some company.
Hey y'all.
Uh-oh. What in the world? It's got real. It's got real. What did Jay-Z say? It's about to go down.
First of all, let me say happy 404 day to all my real Atlantans. To all my old Atlanta folks that remember when it was only 404. And then 770 came around and we started looking at them a little sideways. But then 678 came and everybody turned against them because 678 is not Atlanta. But happy 404 day.
Well, wait a minute. What about the 470?
Don't nobody care about that one.
Hey, hold on.
I'm talking about my real Atlanta people that have been here in the 90s. That were there in the 90s.
Make it feel good. Wait a minute. You ain't gonna show no love to the 470 folks?
Absolutely not.
Dang,
Absolutely not. No love.
Man, well, look here. If y'all watching, whoever's watching, whether you're watching the show during the live or after the live is gone, make sure to put your zip code in the chat. And I'm gonna tell you something. Don't let Coach Roni shame you. If you got a 470 area code, don't let Coach Roni shame you. You be proud of your 470.
What that girl say? It's not Atlanta.
Oh man. So Coach Roni, I done had so many people hit me up saying, where's Coach Roni at? So, I figured, I know that during the off season, you be doing your thing, making sure everything, all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed in the household, So that's why Coach Roni normally slips away. But I figured this particular subject, these subjects that we're going to talk about has your name written all over, right? So I figured it's a situation where we need to bring you on. But first of all, we got to show love to everybody showing love to us. John Brooks is in here. What the world, Bo? What's going on with your fam? Hope you're doing good tonight. Deshaun Coswell's in here. Says, what in the world, Bo? Jet Jones retired. Yeet! Get some. Okay, there you go. Raymond Elder's in here. What in the world, Bo? D, Dwayne Ruffin's in here. Said, what's up, Lo? Respect to the GOAT, Julio. Yes, sir. Brian Moses says, what up, Coach Lowe and Coach Roni? 3 years. It's been a minute. Man, I ain't heard that in a minute. Hold on. Why ain't nobody getting 3 years whenever I've been on the show by myself? What's going on? Dang, God. Jerry G's in here says, what up, Big Long Coach Roni? What in the world, Bo? What's going on? Tyreek Johnson's in here. What's going on, fam? I'm a dog in here with the 404. You already know, representing the 404. Jerry G, what's good, chat? A Need said, what's happening? You already know what time it is. My homeboy Winston, the boys from the ITS, much love to you. Says, y'all make sure that y'all hit that like button. Definitely. If you hit that like button for me, I promise you, I'll dance at your wedding one day. So, Coach Roni, you want to let everybody know how you've been doing? Because everybody been asking about you.
Fine. I've been just fine. Thanks, guys.
Okay, boys to men. All right. Okay, all right.
You don't want that to be my boys to men song. The breakup song? No, I've been cool. I've been doing my thing.
Okay. Your own little. Okay, I hear you. All right. So Coach Roni, there's a couple of things. I'm pretty sure you've heard everybody and their mama talking about the whole Kirk Cousins situation. For the last it's been like a quarter of the year now. I mean, ever since he's been benched. And
you talking about Kirk Cousins before you talk about Julio? I think people want to hear.
Okay. My bad.
Nobody want to talk about Kirk Cousins.
Oh, okay, my bad. Well, I mean, so Coach Roni, I know that you and Julio have a. Is it fair to say up and down relationship? Like what? Like I know that. How you feeling about the retirement, Coach Roni? That's basically that's where I'm getting to. How you feeling about the retirement? Did you get a chance to watch the video?
Yeah, so I watched the video. I watched his goodbye video, and like I told you, it seemed sincere. Like you could tell he was really appreciative of everybody that helped him along his career. He thanked people down to high school, from high school on up.
Very classy.
Yeah, very classy, by name. And then like he started talking about the NFL, and the first person he mentioned was Matt Ryan.
Got to.
And he went in depth about like Matt Ryan, thanking him. It really felt like he wanted to keep going.
Really?
When he was talking about Matt Ryan, it seemed like he cut himself off.
Mm.
But like it was very classy. He was like, yeah, thank you, Philadelphia and Tennessee and
that was kind of offhanded.
Tampa, like, but no. And then he was like, but this one's for the city. I did it on 404 day because this one's for the city.
For the city.
So like it was like, okay, that's legit. I appreciate that, Julio. Okay. But I still got sour feelings toward Julio. It really, really like hurt my feelings, my sports feelings or whatever. The way he left Atlanta,
yeah,
like it felt very, as they say, D-class-A, like no class, classless.
I never heard that before.
Okay, well, it felt very much that.
Guess I don't put myself in those situations.
But. And it was also like the way he left felt like he didn't care about the city. Like he didn't leave. He left as if he was done with the team and as if he was done with the city. And the city was like, we never did nothing but support you. Like, we've always had your back, Julio. So what are these hard feelings from? So I still feel that when you did that video, in fact, you were one of the first people to post when he went on Shannon Sharp's show.
Yeah.
And said, he's out of there or whatever. And when I heard it, I was just like, what is happening here? Like, what is going on? Since when did we have an issue with Julio?
I don't want to be the person to toot my own horn, but I was also like the only person to say he was out the door.
You did say that, and it's on YouTube. He in fact made a YouTube video. We were out at like a state park, weren't we? It was beautiful.
Out there. We were fishing.
It was beautiful. Like the backdrop was beautiful, and you were just like, "Hey, Julio hasn't been on any of the promotional materials for the upcoming season, y'all. I think he's out."
Yep.
And then maybe a couple of days later, he went on. Was it Undisputed at that time? I can't remember. Whatever show Shannon Sharp was on.
Yeah, whatever, yeah.
He went on that show and he told him that he was out on the air before anybody else knew.
Yeah, I think Shannon Sharp kind of did him dirty. I don't know.
No. I felt like he knew he was on air.
You think he knew?
100% think he knew he was on air, and I think he did that to force Atlanta's hand, which is what Kirk Cousins is trying to do. But that's another topic for later in the show.
That's oh my goodness.
But yeah, I think he was trying to force Atlanta's hand. He fully knew that he was on there.
Well,
yeah, Winston Thornton said it was Undisputed.
Oh, okay. Shouts out to Winston, man. Shouts out to Winston. I also got Terror Artist 404 in here. What's going on, bro? Hope you're doing good tonight. A1 Forever's in here. Much love. You got Carrie in here. Carrie in here says, "What in the world, boy? Happy Falcons Friday. Thank you for everything, Julio. He didn't mention the Falcons are blank though. He says,
that's
I hope."
True. He did mention the city.
That is true. He says, "I hope they could mend their relationship so he could retire a Falcon."
He mentioned the coach.
He did. You're right. He mentioned Mike Smith.
Yeah.
Wait.
He was there with Arthur Smith, right?
No.
He's gone before Arthur Smith.
Well, Arthur Smith came. He didn't play any games.
He didn't play under him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think
because I remember people were speculating that's why he left, because he wasn't getting diva treatment anymore. I remember people saying that.
I think so. I think that's a huge reason of why he left. It's so sad that we went from being one of the top 10 offenses in the league to Desmond Ridder. So sad. Desmond Ridder and that putrid offense. But look, I think the whole situation at the end of the day, and I mean, Kerry's right. He didn't mention the Falcons. I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
he just talked about the city and how much he loved the city. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's like I wanted to ask the Falcons fans, and I'm glad that you gave me your perspective, Coach Roni. I want to ask y'all how y'all feel about it. Do y'all feel like it's one of those situations where, I ain't gonna lie to you, I got kind of emotional, but y'all know.
You got emotional?
I did. Because for one, I haven't seen him in so long, and I was like, man, he sounded like he still got love for the city. But I mean, I want to know, like, I mean, do y'all forgive Julio? Like, I mean, do y'all acknowledge Julio as the, greatest Falcons wide receiver in history? If you forgive him, put a 1 in the chat. If it's one of them situations where you like, nah, you did too much, too blatantly, put a 2 in the chat. I just want to know what y'all thinking. I just want to know what y'all thinking. I'm pretty sure, Coach Roni, that you don't forgive him.
I don't. For me, this is what I need from Julio in order to be able to yes, I forgive you, Julio. I need him to sit down, maybe on a podcast or on some show, and I need an in-depth interview, and I need him to explain what happened around that time. Like, he don't have to give any dirty, nasty details, right?
But I need him to explain what happened around that time and acknowledge that the way he chose the way that he chose to leave.
Okay, I was say, Coach, you the English major now.
The way he chose to leave left a impression that was very negative on the fan base. And I need him to explain why he chose to leave in that way and acknowledge that it affected the fan base negatively. And then I just need him to explain how he feels about it now. Like, if he regrets it or if he would have done it differently, or, I just need more information to understand exactly where he stands. Because even after this video, I'm still kind of like, okay, I mean, I feel like, yeah, you're trying to do something nice for the city, but it still didn't explain why you chose to leave it that way if you're acting like we were always on good terms.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. I respect that, Coach Roni. I think for the first time in Big Low Country sports history, I'm 1.5. I'm not a 0.5 guy.
Apparently, you and Dog Pound are 1.5.
Oh, Dog Pound's 1.5 too.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how I am, Coach Roni. Like, this more than anybody. If I feel wronged, or it's like I don't know if I would call it a grudge.
No, if you feel wrong, you legitimately will write people off and never have anything to do with them.
I move on. Like it ain't. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a situation where it's like I don't got love for you no more. But if it's like a situation where it's like, hey, I know where I stand with you, I'm going to alleviate myself from the situation, right? Like you don't never have to see me again, kind of thing,
I won't darken your door.
You will never smell my walk by air again.
Okay.
That's just what it is.
Thank you. We should have done it earlier.
So it's like I completely, and I'm that type of person. It's like, okay, well, look, if it's a situation where you want to mend the relationship, okay, the apology needs to be just as loud as the wrongdoing. The positivity needs to be just as strong as the negativity.
Yeah,
I understand that. Now, I also understand in cases like this, when it comes to these pro athletes and everything, they're put in bad situations, and a lot of times they can't necessarily speak their piece, because it's kind of like Winston Thornton put in the chat a little bit earlier. He was like, it shouts out to Tidy at Atlanta Bird game. He was saying that Tidy, he's talked to Julio Jones's people, and like he said that it got bad between Julio and the Falcons.
Yeah, but why? Did it get bad because he wasn't getting the same treatment he was getting with Mike Smith? Like those days were over? Is that why it got bad? And he wanted a trade, or he did before in the middle of his contract wanted a new contract? Like what was it that would have caused things to get bad? Because let's not act like Julio Jones's history doesn't show him being a little bit uncompromising and selfish in a way that maybe the team didn't like it, and there would be friction there because he wasn't getting his way.
And whenever who started hanging around T.O., I remember thinking, I was like, man, you know what? Julio Jones is like, he's been this humble dude all these years.
Yeah.
Like, him being around T.O., it ain't gonna be no issue. But bro, it's like he was hanging, running with T.O. one week, then the next week he was come talking about, I need a contract extension. I need some more money.
That is very true. That all happened around the same time.
Yeah, I mean, it was. So I mean, I guess my whole thing is that I agree with you as far as the selfish part of it. I want to look at some of the votes. I said 1 if you forgive them, right, Coach Roni, and 2 if you don't.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think 1.5, but Sam Dawes in here says I've been privileged to watch Julio a couple of times in person, and when y'all played my Seattle Seahawks. Okay. Smooth in here says, what's going on, Big Low? Hope you're doing good. A Need says 1. I'm a dog says 1. He forgives him. Dog Pound says 1.5. I think we might be on the same page. Tabro says 2. He says, hey, I'm moving on. I ain't got nothing for you. Antonio Henderson says, I'm gonna keep a 1 on me. Oh man. I'm a dog says Julio is the only Falcons jersey I bought other than Michael Vick. That's crazy. Dre Murphy says 2. He said, Dre. Dre's one of the nicest people we know. Dre don't forgive him. Kerry says 1 on a good day and 2 on other days. Oh man. Now look, we done seen Kerry be petty, so there might be something to that. Wentz is wait, sound like Charlie Brown teacher for a moment.
I never watched Charlie Brown.
You never watched Charlie Brown?
Nah, I only saw it like in passing. Something about the style I didn't like, so I never really watched it.
Huh.
I know enough about it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I never was one that liked Charlie Brown. Oh, I need to watch The Great Pumpkin or whatever. No, thank you.
It was annoying. My dad used to really like it for some reason. I guess
that was the teacher, right? She
that was
really talk, right? Okay.
Coach Roni was a teacher at one
I was
point.
actually a teacher, yeah. High school teacher, sure.
Our dog says, Big Low, were you at the 300-yard game from Julio in 2016 versus the Panthers? So I wasn't at that game, but I did have him on my fantasy team. Man, let me tell you something, boy. Julio Jones won me so many championships.
2016 was before you even lived in Atlanta.
Yeah, exactly. That was before we were still down in the low country. I'm gonna tell you, boy, Julio Jones won me so many fantasy championships, man. I mean, it is crazy. I think I was playing Coach Roni that game as well.
Yes. Didn't you also have Matt Ryan?
Yeah, I had Matt Ryan too.
2 times
Tuesday.
When I tell you, that's the kind of fantasy game that just makes you so mad. Like you have no chance. The rest of your team does so well, and this should have been competitive. But when you got 1 and 2 players getting like 80 points, you're just like, it's done. It's done. I can't beat that.
That was crazy.
He had a crazy game.
That was crazy. I also had Jamal Charles in the playoffs against Coach Roni.
Yes. I had him beat. And I remember I had him beat by like 30 points. Jamal Charles came in there and got like 60. It was like a ridiculous, sickening amount of points.
Boy.
Oh my God.
Boy, that was a crazy day. I thought the show I was done. That was like the first year we played fantasy football too. Mm-hmm. I was like, man, dang, this is gonna be tough. What's going on, Go Keish? Much love to you in here. Good to see you. Blue Jackets for Life says Kuntry from Carolina. Now, so we from the 912 area down there in Savannah. Mr. Cleanup Man in here said, what's going on, Bo? Hope you're doing good, man. Mr. Cleanup Man says we can release him once we give him the rest of the money back. Well, look.
Is he talking about Kirk?
Yeah, I think he's talking about Kirk. Look, man, that whole Kirk Cousins situation, that's completely different. But look, I just wanted to get on here and talk about Julio. I mean, one thing that we do have to acknowledge, whether we accept, and it really wasn't an apology, but whether we accept Julio or not, it felt like an apology. Like I said, I got kind of emotional. But whether we accept it or not, at the end of the day, you still got to acknowledge the greatness of Julio Jones. Like,
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I know a lot of people say Matt Ryan, the best Falcons in franchise history. It might be Julio Jones.
Well, I don't know about that.
I
I could see the argument to be made. But
I feel like Matt Ryan's the best Falcons and the best player in franchise history. Like, don't get me wrong. I feel like he is. But I'm just saying.
There's
like
an argument for Julio.
I feel like there's a legitimate argument for Julio.
There is.
I feel like it is. I mean, just based off of the raw talent. I mean, so many tools for a wide receiver. He could bully you. He had the speed. He could get in and out the cuts. He could block. I mean, he did everything. Like I said, once again, the only issue that he had was, he started hanging around T.O. I apologize. Y'all see me keep looking over here. I'm trying to see if the Braves get their first win of the season. We in the bottom of the 8th. I'm trying to see if we can finish the drill. Oh man, A-Need says he's the best Falcon ever. Dang, I mean, look at here, man. A-Need, I ain't even mad at you for saying that, but I still think we gotta give it to Matt Ryan. Speaking of Matt Ryan, Coach Roni, I don't know if you heard, Matt Ryan is helping Michael Penix this offseason prepare for the 2025 season. How you feeling about that?
I'm very excited to hear that.
Why you so excited to hear it?
I mean, first of all, I love Matt Ryan. When they were retiring him, I just kept screaming. I know I was being annoying. We love you, Matt. I love you, Matt.
Wow.
Oh, Matt. So I love Matt Ryan. So the fact that, that caliber of a quarterback is working with our up and coming quarterback who naturally has some really good skills himself. He's just going to hone his skills, make him better, teach him some things maybe he wouldn't learn otherwise. I'm really excited about that.
Look, it's kind of like I was talking to the one time for the fan crew earlier today. You never heard Matt Ryan come in and the Braves just went up 8-0. But you never heard Matt Ryan say, hey, you know what? I think I want to work with Desmond Ritter.
Hey guys, give me Marcus Mariota. Stat. This kid's got it.
There's something special about Marcus Mariota. Never seen somebody throw a pass from their back like Marcus Mariota. So I feel like that in itself, for Matt Ryan to say, hey, it kind of put his reputation on the line and say, hey, I want to work with Michael Penix and, kind of work with him through the off season, see how he works out, when he works out, check in with how he eats and everything, how he practices. I think that's a pretty huge deal. That feels like a passing the torch kind of a situation. Mm-hmm. And it's also good to see
passing the torch. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. I mean, am I right or wrong? Like, it feels like you kind of passing the torch. Mm-hmm. I also feel like it's one of them situations where it's like, it's good to see that Matt Ryan still has a good relationship with the Falcons.
Unlike some people. Julio.
Oh, man. Dog Pound says, I hope Matt joins the coaching staff next to help Penn. Look, I ain't gonna lie to you, Coach Roni. I've been looking around because you got to make plans for if Kirk Cousins leaves. Who's gonna be the backup after Kirk Cousins leaves? As the Braves score another run, who's gonna be the backup? I'm not opposed to having Matt Ryan as a backup.
Wait, I'm sorry. You're saying current backup quarterback?
Yeah.
What? Right now?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? What? Why? Why do you say this?
Why not?
Because his arm left a couple of years ago.
But if you got another young backup, and you got Matt Ryan as third on the depth chart, just to travel with the team, pay him a league minimum, just to travel on the team, play in some preseason games so we can see Matt Ryan in the bins one more time.
I feel like you just want the nostalgia, Big Low. I don't think that's realistic. Plus, Matt Ryan is announcing now. That would be kind of a step back.
Oh yeah, I forgot he is. Well, he was CBS now, right?
Yeah, he's on CBS.
Okay, well yeah, I mean, yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah,
That ain't
A1
gonna
Sports
work.
Forever said, "Low, let it go."
I gotta let it go.
Gone said, "Low,
I gotta let it go.
stop it. You're living in the
I
past."
gotta let it go. I gotta let it go. I would love to see it. I would love to see it.
Yes, we can tell. You have a whole scenario.
Look, Brown says Matt has moved on.
Yes.
He has another career.
He has an entirely new career now.
Yeah, that's it. Braves winning 9-0. Well, I mean, look, for the simple fact that Matt Ryan is now he's the dude that's, you know, mentoring Michael Penix. It makes me feel a lot more comfortable, especially since everybody's so worried about the defense. I feel like we're gonna be the old school Falcons. We're gonna put 30 up. Carrie brought out on their show earlier today. She said that the last 3 games of the season, Michael Penix and their offense averaged 33 points a game.
Yeah, they were. Look, we were at that Carolina game. Them points were racking up. They were stacking the points. It was clicking for both teams, but like Atlanta, they did not have problems moving the chains. I mean, the points were adding up. It was good football. I couldn't even be mad at that loss. It was a good game.
And then what makes it so bad is that like there were opportunities they could have had even more points.
Yeah,
they could have had even more points. You know, you look at that that Washington Commanders game. Like we should have won that game.
Yes.
Washington Commanders ended up in the NFC Championship. That could have been us.
We should have won that game.
We should have won that game. But that's your boy.
That's your boy.
Nah, that's your boy.
That's your boy.
That's your boy. You said I love Raheem. That's your
Never
boy.
said it. In fact, I was like, "Oh, so we just spun the block then."
I'll be right back.
Hey, Raheem. What you been up to? Come on down to Atlanta.
Hey, big head.
I mean, you know we're looking for a coach. I mean, you coach, right? Like, okay.
You know you could be here.
I was not excited about that. I don't do that in real life, and I don't want it done on my team. So no.
What you mean you don't do that in real life?
I don't spin the block. I don't go back. I don't even talk to them after I'm done. It's over.
Coach Roni, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. You know good and well, man, you don't work out. You know you'd be trying to slide back through here.
I would or you would.
You know you'd be trying to slide back through here. So, hey, big low. Whatever comes around, say my name like that.
If I say that, what happens? You come running. Don't talk about I would. But no, I'm saying I don't like doing that. I just think you're sort of like your Matt Ryan little fantasy you just had a minute ago.
First of all,
sometimes things are done and it's time to move on.
First of all, it wasn't a fantasy.
Okay.
It wasn't a fantasy.
All right.
I'm just saying it could be a scenario.
Okay.
But that ain't mean it's a fan. Oh, Braves up 10-0 now. Finally putting it together. And the crazy thing is everybody talking about booing them before the game today.
Who was everybody?
It was all over the radio. Fans talking about, we're going to boo the Braves.
Those sound like people that don't actually buy tickets.
Whenever they come out.
I don't believe that.
Well, look, I'm just telling you.
But no, I didn't like the Raheem pick. And I don't believe in doing that. And I feel like they shouldn't have done it. So I'm definitely not excited about that, about the fact that we lost games because of some of the decisions he made.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, it's one of them situations where now we're in like a prove it year kind of situation.
Who is we? You speak French now? He didn't approve it. I don't have to prove nothing.
We all together.
Oh, you got a mouse in your pocket.
Okay. Now I use my lines now. Using my lines.
I'm using your daddy's line.
Well, he passed them on to me. So I'm keeping his lines alive. So I mean, at the end of the day, though, it's like now he's in a prove it situation. So
and guess who else is in a prove it?
Who?
Kirk Cousins.
What does he have to prove?
That he deserves to be let go the way he's begging. That there's some advantage to Atlanta to just let him go as he boldly asked for.
Boldly.
How do you take $100 million and then go to the people you took $100 million from and be like, you know what? I don't like this no more. Let me go. Let me be free with all your money.
Hold on. You can't see me. He probably went Arthur Blake officer. Hey y'all.
Art, let me holler at you.
Hey y'all. So, I mean, that 100 million, cool.
It was great. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
It's cool. But I don't know how to say this. I just think, I mean, y'all got y'all quarterback. Arthur Blake, like, hey, what do you mean, y'all, you young fella? Like, y'all got y'all quarterback. I'm just saying, y'all can just let me go. Y'all can let me fly.
Just let me be free.
Just let me be free. Just let me fly.
And so then Atlanta goes, okay, well, how much of that money you giving back?
And see, and that's the point I made earlier. It's like you sit here talking about, hey, you want to leave. If the shoe was on the other foot and it was a situation where we're saying, okay, that's cool. You want to go ahead and go somewhere, you could go somewhere, but we just won't pay you. And everything's all good. It wouldn't go like that. It'll be one of them situations where they'd be saying, hey, can you believe the Atlanta Falcons aren't paying Kirk Cousins?
I mean, I'm sure the Falcons will get some sort of censure or punishment, from the league for that. So it's not like you can just decide to just stop doing what you're contractually obligated to do. Neither can he. So for me, it's like he's asking to leave. The answer is no. Yeah. The answer is you will be on that bench. You will be the backup for Michael Penix. And I want you to think about how you put yourself in this position, because nobody did anything to you.
To you, exactly.
And you're acting like you're some sort of victim here.
$100 million victim.
$100 million victim. Like you're acting like someone has wronged you when you're just trying to get off easy and screw the Atlanta Falcons in the process. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You will be on that bench. You'll be backing up Michael Penix unless we get a better offer for you that makes it worth our while to let you go.
Look, at the end of the day, what does your mom's side of the family say?
You don't run nothing.
You don't run nothing.
You don't want to hear that.
You don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that.
I love that one. You don't run nothing.
Look, so Coach Roni's family, whenever the kids start acting up and the kids start feeling themselves a little bit too much, Coach Roni's family, I always say, like, hey, you need to get them. You let them know. Look, they snatch them up. You don't run nothing. Kids be just be looking confused. You can tell like they literally coming to the realization. Wait a minute,
this is feeling aggressive.
Wait a minute, I don't run nothing. Coach Roni, her mama, grandma, all of them, it's like they have this way of talking to you, and it's one of them situations where you be like, wait a minute, man, like, you know what you saying is true.
Okay.
He comes around and be like, her nieces are getting in trouble. Look, you don't run nothing. You don't run nothing. I take care of you. How you eat? I got you something to eat. I got you some clothes. I got you this. I got you that. You don't run nothing. They be sitting there like, dang, you know what? You got a point. you can tell. You can tell the how comes over. Like, dang, hey, that's real, Auntie. Oh man, Lisa Shepard here says Kirk Cousins doesn't run anything in the A. He doesn't.
There you go.
ATL Skate Man's in here. Man, I keep forgetting what he said in ATL. It's all right, baby girl. Let ATL Skate Man help you. I keep forgetting. Shouts out to ATL Skate Man in here, man. Much love to you. We got Daniel Berry Sports in here. Much love to you. I need everybody, make sure you do a country boy favor. Make sure you hit that like button. If you hit that like button for me, I promise you I'll dance at your wedding one day. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Share the channel with your friends and family. We would definitely and greatly appreciate it. Now, so Coach Roni, how do you feel like they should approach the whole Kirk Cousins situation moving
There ain't
forward?
nothing to approach. If a good offer comes in, then you'll consider it. Otherwise, we're moving on with things as planned. Don't be coming up into my office no more.
Two times.
Don't be coming up in my office no more. The open door policy is rescinded. I don't want to hear from you. I'll see you at Flowery Branch out there on the field for the camp. Like, no, I'm not. Like one thing I don't like is when people try to run a situation that. Well, you know what? You don't run nothing.
I know. I know.
I see what you're saying now. So Kirk has no power in this situation. We have a signed contract. The rules are clear. What his role is, what our role is. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to talk about. So I don't want to hear no more from you. And if I get some information that I feel like is worth talking to you about, because maybe an offer comes in that we're willing to consider, then I'll let you know to come on up here and we can talk about it again.
Oh, then I'll let you know.
Exactly. I'll let you know. Otherwise, we don't have nothing to talk about. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kurt. Thank you. That's what I'm saying is he's walking out my office. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Have a great day.
So Lisa Shepard, she said that Arthur Blank, he took 5 pages of notes. He says, I wouldn't have written down a single sentence.
He took 5 pages of notes? No. I wouldn't have written down a single sentence, me either. No way he took 5 pages of notes. Wow.
Look, it's like I told everybody. The thing is that first of all, we all love Arthur Blank, right? But the fact of the matter is that Arthur Blank isn't fans to the aspect that we're fans, right?
Okay.
So, for example, at the TGL event, I don't know if I even said anything to you about this, Coach Roni.
The who?
The TGL event or the Atlanta Drive, we're playing in the golf event.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if you've seen Michael Penix came and he brought Kyle Pitts with him.
Okay.
So, it was Arthur Blank, then it was Michael Penix. No, I'm sorry, it was Arthur Blank, and then it was Michael Vick sitting beside Arthur Blank.
Oh, Michael Vick was there too?
Yeah, Michael Vick was there too.
Dang.
So all 4 of them were sitting beside each other. Mm-hmm. So they were sitting there eating, and Arthur Blank leans over. He says, "Hey, Michael, I want to introduce you to Michael. He used to be a quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons back in the day."
Well, hold on. How old is Michael Penix though? These kids these days, they don't know nothing about what happened before they were born. So I don't know.
Look, Michael Penix idolizes Michael Vick. Like he said, that's the reason.
A left-handed quarterback named Michael.
Yeah. Shouts out to the Braves. They first win of the season, man. Yeah. So Arthur Blank says, "Hey, Michael, I want to introduce you to Michael. He used to play quarterback for us back in the day." And Michael Penix doing the old, hey, appreciate you for letting me know that. You know how younger folks do with older folks, like kind of pacify them or whatever. Oh, okay, thank you for letting me know. So
you said Michael Vick did that?
No, Michael Penix did that. So the point that I'm making is that Arthur Blank, he's not as aware of what all is going on, like with the team and everything like that, like we are. You know what I'm saying? So if Arthur Blank come in and take 5 pages of notes while he talking to Kirk Cousins,
5 pages of notes.
He probably like, "Hey, who is this guy again?" He probably legitimately like, "Okay, Kevin, we'll make sure." Look, if you're not the starting kicker, we'll make sure that we find somewhere for you to go and you could kick that ball and put as much razzmatazz as you want to it, and you'll be taken care of. Arthur Blank don't take this as seriously as we do. I'm pretty sure he knows, okay, yeah, Kirk Cousins, this is our quarterback. But Kirk Cousins probably came with like a Karen list of issues
Kirk Cousins is a Karen.
Well, that's what Lisa Shepard calls him, Karen Cousins. So he probably comes with a Karen-like list.
Accurate.
Oh, like, hey, these are the reasons why I need to be taken out of here, and I need it done quick. Like, what?
He's like, reason 1. And Arthur Blank is like, I'm writing it down. Go ahead. 5 pages of notes. That's insane.
What's so funny
He planned to write a book based off of this conversation. He must have been taking notes for a novel. I don't know. A movie. I got a picture idea. Put it on the big screen. It's called Greta Garbo.
Somebody calls him best.
Third Rock Hudson.
We're gonna get David Hasselhoff to play Kevin Cousins. Like, Arthur's name is Kurt.
Oh my God. That's so crazy.
We're gonna put it on the silver screen. Southside Ricky here says Matt Ryan gonna turn Michael Penix into a dog. I mean, the crazy thing is he's already a dog. That's the crazy thing. Granddaughter's is in here. He says, Coach Low, Coach Roni, you like that? You like that?
No.
Are you not entertained?
I'm not.
Daggum, Coach Roni. Douglas Ferguson says Kurt's excuse was he was injured, but he was playing good to me. Coach Roni, you already know my whole take on that.
What's your take? You gotta let the audience know.
I mean, and the audience, they've heard me say it as well. I don't think Kirk Cousins was hurt. Well, I don't think he was injured.
But you don't think even just being hurt affected his ability? You're saying he just didn't have the ability? I
feel like he just didn't. I feel like he ran out of the ability. The same way that Tom Brady ran out of the ability and he fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
He was Tom Brady one week, and then the next week he was Timothy Brady.
I mean, we saw it happen with Matt.
Saw it happen with Matt. We saw it happen with Peyton Manning.
Yeah, we saw all of them. Sure did.
We saw all of them, and it wasn't a gradual decision. Drew Brees.
And you remember when we realized it too? We were like, "Oh, I think the days are done."
I think the days are done. And I feel like we watched it happen with Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Kirk Cousins wants to. I think he went to the same school that your boy Arthur Smith went to. He was a snake oil salesman, and
he's a carpetbagger. Oh, Yankee. Where is he from? He's from up north, right?
Yeah, Kurt from like Michigan.
Oh, Yankee carpetbagger coming down here with this bag of elixirs and goods.
Wait a minute. Ain't your folks from Michigan?
No, they're from Georgia.
Okay.
This is, I mean, people who know their history understand that there was a great migration of people from the South up north to get manufacturing jobs.
Yeah, okay.
That's when my grandfather
wait a minute. Hold
from Georgia
you trying to
grew up in you don't know your history. My grandfather from Georgia, who grew up in Georgia, his father's from Georgia, all his people from Georgia went to Michigan to work at GM. Shout out to GM. And he stayed up there for a long time, but we's from the South around here. We are not from Michigan.
Hold on. First of all, don't even try that.
So we're from the South around here. So don't try me. Who did they say try? Don't try me.
Coach Roni, you so, oh my goodness. Who they say try? Don't try. Okay. Well, the doc says, in honor of Julio retiring, I remember my first video I saw when you imitated Julio tapping every other play. I instantly subscribed. I don't even remember.
Wait, what you do? What happened?
He says that the first video he saw, he says I imitated Julio Jones tapping out every other play.
Oh, that's right. He wasn't on the field a lot, remember?
Oh yeah, I remember that, but I don't remember making that video.
I remember you doing the video.
I did that video. I'm gonna have to go back and check that one out. Appreciate that. That's that done. That's a Superman chat. You so know what's the case though. First down, you go.
Like, who is Julio on the field? oh no, he's sitting down. Okay, all right.
Well. He's sitting down. Wait a minute, it's first to go. And then he come and play second down, third down.
Oh, big. Sorry.
No, we talking about Julio Coach
on the field. Well, you remember that first year I called Julio fumbles. He kept dropping that ball like it was nobody's business. I was like, fumbles.
Hey, look, he fixed it though.
Yeah, he definitely fixed it. He definitely fixed it.
He fixed it, boy. Goodness gracious, I done see him make some catches that I ain't never seen. I ain't never seen folks even have no business to catch it. Tony Wright says, congratulations to the great Julio Jones on his official announcement of his retirement from the National Football League. Definitely. Now you and Julio could really go into business, Tony Wright, because I know that y'all, running that real estate firm. Tony Wright also says, Hey, Lo, now that Julio Jones, see, he done beat me to the point. Now that Julio Jones is officially done with football, now he can concrete more of his real estate firm, Julio Jones and Associates, with you as a consultant, and you can get more deals. Come on, Tony Wright. See, we know that's the reason why. That's the reason why he retired, because y'all was just making money hand over fist over there. We already know. Big says, let's just send Kirk to Cleveland. Now, I've been saying shoot for
Yeah, you have been pushing for Cleveland.
What? 3 months now?
Yeah.
I've been saying, hey, the trade to Cleveland's gonna happen. Because the thing is that Dwight Howard going to the NBA Hall of Fame.
Oh, okay.
That's cool. Coach Roni used to watch him practice back in the day.
Yeah, soccer.
Practice what?
At soccer, Southwest Atlanta Christian Academy.
Oh, okay. Sorry, yeah. I thought you said you practice soccer.
Oh, soccer. No.
Oh,
soccer.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute, you play basketball now.
He plays basketball.
Like, wait a minute, Coach Roni. Oh man. But yeah. Look, at the end of the day, the whole situation with Julio Jones, I know somebody Tony Wright put in here Julio Jones going to the Hall of Fame in 2029, Matt Ryan going in 2028. Shouts out to my homeboy Keely over there on the eye test. You know, we actually made a bet. I told him, I was like, Matt Ryan gonna be a first ballot Hall of Famer. He was like, man, I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't know. He's gonna be controversial, I think.
I think it's gonna be controversial, but I mean, to be top 10 in like almost every passing category. I mean, you kind of, and he's a quarterback. Never really got in any trouble.
We'll see.
You kind of got to give him that. I want to ask the chat, what y'all think? Do y'all feel like Matt Ryan's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer? If you do, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like Big Lo going to lose his money, put a 2 in the chat. I just want to know what y'all thinking. If you feel like he is, put a 1 in the chat. If not, put a 2 in the chat. Mr. CDX in here says, what in the world, Bo and Coach Roni? I got a live from Miami on 404 Day. And the Braves won. Let's go. Shout out to my homeboy, Mr. CDX, man. Out there working hard, boy. Bro just sent me a picture from the work site. He just be out there getting it. I like, man, you ain't got to get all the money, Bo. Just out there getting all the money. Share the Light says, let's send Kirk to Cleveland. He says the guy needs to retire. He's done, man. He ain't finna do that. He ain't finna retire. Kirk Cousins is in the business of making money. He's been finessing teams for years. That man's in the business of making money. Iron Mike, he says, I send Kirk Goofy behind to the Cleveland Ave and tell him he don't run nothing.
Oh my God. So wait, this is actually a really well-crafted joke. So you're saying don't send him to Cleveland, Ohio.
No.
Send him to Cleveland Avenue.
Yeah.
Be like, you don't run nothing around here. I like that.
Jay, Dog Pound, they both said they feel like Matt Ryan's the first ballot Hall of Famer, Coach. They feel like it's one of those things. You know, you gotta respect it. ATL Skate Man, he says, nah, he don't think it's gonna be first ballot. Maybe it'll be second year. Maybe him and Julio Jones are going together. Maybe that'd be pretty cool.
That would bring them a lot of attention,
really
and
would.
they could slide on the controversy of denying Matt Ryan the first time around.
Man, that'd be pretty cool. Deshaun Coswell, he says 1. He feels like Matt Ryan's the first ballot Hall of Famer. Eli Manning says, T. Terry says Eli Manning gets in before Matt Ryan, so he says 2. Lisa Shepard says 2. She don't feel like he's the first ballot. King Richie says somebody need to tell Kurt that this ain't the transfer portal. Oh man. Molly Miles in here with hate in his heart. He says 2 Mattress King sponsoring Matt Ryan. What the world? Molly Miles always got a hate in his heart. Shouts out to my homeboy Tidy Atlanta Bird Gang. He says 2. He says much love, Lo, but you're gonna lose that bet, bro.
They don't believe in you. They don't believe in you, Big Lo.
I think he gonna get it, Toddy. I think he gonna get it. Jay Black says 1. Share the light. He just laughing at me. He's saying, yeah, you gonna lose your money though. Miss CDX says 1, and I'll be there. My quarterback wears number 2. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
we
it.
love you, Matt.
She was like, we was in the suite that game.
Yeah,
right?
we were in the suite that game.
Yeah, and Coach Roni, Matt, we love you, Matt. I like, he can't hear you, Coach. He can't hear you, baby. Oh man. Trey One Smooth says he'll make it, but he ain't gonna be first ballot.
Yeah, I think he'll eventually get in, but I don't think it'll be first ballot either.
Man, boy.
You should have bet me.
He's gonna stay in the family. Well, see, I know that anything that I say, you're gonna go along with.
Okay. All right.
I know everything you said, you know.
This is laughter of agreement.
Yeah, that's it. That's laughter of agreement.
That's what it is.
Then we get that money. You got to know we gonna be like Young LA. Pocket
Just like.
Don't I like my vegetables, eggs and cheese and broccoli? Don't I be with Coach Ron serving everybody? Oh man. Blue Jacket for Life says Eli and Joe Nathan aren't Hall of Fame. I think Eli's a Hall of Famer.
I agree. I think Eli's.
Eli
I think it's gonna take him a while though.
And he beat Tom Brady twice.
Yeah, but I still think that, and I think that's what makes his resume even stronger, honestly. Yeah. But yeah, I think he'll get in eventually. It'll be a while though.
CDX says Waffle House and Matty Ice go at the same time. It'll be better for both. I definitely agree with you. A lot of people from the outside of the 404 don't know who Waffle House is.
I think everybody knows Waffle House by now. Didn't they just put one up in New York?
No, I'm talking about who Waffle House is.
Who Waffle House? Who is Waffle House?
Julio Jones.
I don't remember him being called Waffle House.
Yeah, because he's always open.
Because he's always. Oh yeah, I do remember. Okay.
Yeah, always open.
I do remember that. First of all, Waffle House ain't always open no more. So that wouldn't even work.
Crazy, ain't it?
That is insane.
Boy. First of all, they took the whole you can't call in and make an order.
Is that just our Waffle Houses
That's
in these areas?
That's all over.
That's all Waffle House. That is a shame and a travesty. But they wouldn't pick up the phone anyway. 9 times out of 10, it just ring, or they would take it off the hook, or they would unplug it, or whatever. So, I mean, it's not like that's just business as usual. They're like, either come in and sit down, or you're gonna have to walk in here and give us your order.
Yeah, walk in, give your order, then go back out to the car. Nobody want to do that.
Granddad's are talking about Awful House.
Man, shoot.
What's awful about it?
What's awful about Waffle House, Granddad?
What the fresh waffles, the hot off the griddle order, made to order food, the greasy spoon, the delicious coffee. What is awful about it? Are you talking about that it's kind of dirty? Yes, it is, but it's clean enough. You're not gonna get sick from it.
I never got sick.
And nobody keeping you from wiping off your own table if it's such a big problem.
Is the table sticky from the previous person's syrup? Dip a napkin in your
water. Ask for flat tap water. Dip a napkin, hot flat water. Dip a napkin in your water. Wipe your table. Dip another napkin. Wipe off your own silverware.
Keep it pushing.
And get to eating. What are we talking about here?
Oh man. Key Rich says, Kurt says, do he have your vote for the holler? Come on, Bo. Come on, Bo. For the biggest one of the best snake oil salesmen. Yeah, he got my vote for that one. He got my vote. Cherry Light says Waffle/Trap House. Jay Black says, Big Low, too many fools call in from the club to Waffle House. Then don't bring.
Is that real?
To pick up food.
Why don't they charge them then when they place the order? Go ahead and take the credit card info.
I don't know.
I mean, you're probably going to guarantee some identity theft if you're calling up to the Waffle House giving out your credit card. But it's worth it.
That is true.
Just change the card number.
Man.
Get one of them one-time use cards, virtual cards.
Jay
There
Black
you go.
said, blame them Buckhead Knights in the 90s. Well, what y'all doing in the 90s?
I wasn't doing nothing going to elementary school. I don't know. I don't know what they were doing in the 90s. I wasn't in the streets. I know that. I was going to worship or I was going to school. I wasn't doing nothing else.
But when the 2000s came, oh, that's when it got real. You about to find out. Oh man.
King Richie said, if it ain't dirty, I don't even want it. Ain't that the truth?
Now, hold on, King Richie. Now you walking the thin line there now. We said kind of dirty. You know, it can't be.
I don't know.
Wait.
I accept the higher level of dirty from Waffle House than I accept from anywhere. As long as that griddle clean, as long as I hear that scraping.
Yeah.
Like you scraping all the stuff off the griddle.
All
like,
right, okay.
I'm kind of good.
I
like the waffle machine will have all that piled up crust on it.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. I called him out one time.
What happened?
Could y'all kind of scrape that off? I don't want.
So you're not scraping the griddle?
Yeah, no. I'm talking about the waffle thing.
Oh, the waffle. Oh, because it had all the waffles around
I
it.
was like, hey, I don't want like that. I don't want the 2-hour-old remnants getting like you hit the around it. They thought it was funny. I'm like, I ain't playing.
If you're not gonna do that, I'm gonna go to the Waffle House.
I'm going
a minute down the street.
Across the street. It went right over there.
Y'all see them?
They know me too.
You stupid.
Shout out to Uncle Steve, because boy, for a long time, every time I hit Uncle Steve up, like, hey Lo, I'm at the Waffle House. Like, man, when are you not at the Waffle House, man? Oh man. Let's see here. Oh, Willie Doc said he found a video. He says, Superman chat, he says it was a video when Julio went to Tennessee. That was a classic. Okay, I think I remember that. I remember
you did a video when he went to Tennessee. I think you kind of okay. I'm gonna need to go back and watch it because I feel like you're making fun of him a little bit.
Yeah, I think
about ring chasing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what. Yeah, he was chasing the ring.
Yeah.
So enough wood. Willie Doc, I appreciate that. That's that dun da da. That's a Superman chat. I think I do remember picking on Julio for that. I shouldn't have done that. I feel bad about that now because I think I was just in my feelings.
Boy, you were a hater.
I was hating.
I remember when you did the video. I was like, "Ooh, this is a hater video for real."
What?
Yeah, it was very passive aggressive.
Well, that's very much old brand. I didn't realize I was passive aggressive until you called it out. Like, Piccolo, you very passive aggressive. I was like, what? Me, really?
Yeah.
I never realized I was. See, that's why look, that's whenever you get with the love of your life, you'll find out that, you'll find out things about yourself that you ain't know about yourself. You find out that you passive aggressive. I wouldn't say I hold grudges, but I think I just kind of move on, and kind of selfish.
Are we having like a counseling session right now? I think you're a good guy who has his flaws like all of us.
Oh, okay.
Big Lo. But overall, you try to be kind to people and you try to treat people well.
Yeah, I do.
So I think that's what matters the most.
Yeah, you try to look at you. You give me all these kind words. You forget my draws.
Like it takes kind words. Like it takes any words.
You think you slick.
Okay. All right, Big Lo.
Oh man. Lisa says, if the floor not gray when I walk in, I don't want it. That's Waffle House. That's rough right there. Now, hold on. I don't know about that one. Look here, y'all standards a whole lot lower than mine is. I don't know about the flow not being gray now. I at least want the flow kind of. some kind of mopping in the last 24 hours.
Nah, when I went down there where you're from, y'all Waffle Houses were definitely cleaner.
Boy,
they're definitely cleaner.
Them joints be clean. Whenever I came out here, you remember? I don't know if you remember. Like the first time I came up here, I went to Waffle House. I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna make a Waffle House run." I came back. You remember?
No, I don't remember.
Yeah,
that sounds about right.
It
sounds like you. He was such a country boy, like being amazed by the big city. That sounds about right.
I came back. I'm like, nah, baby. That thing dirty.
You're like, I'm gonna go find a clean Waffle
Yeah,
House.
yeah. You remember that? Yeah, I'm gonna go find a clean.
I was like, all right. We'll see how high those standards stay when you want an all-star special.
I came back.
Oh, Granddaughter found the link and put it in the chat.
Oh, okay. Also, Furball with the Superman chat, he said, so if we cut Kirk right now, what's the outcome? Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. So if I'm not mistaken, I believe he has like a $60 million cap hit.
Oh my God. We're gonna cut him and just eat $60 million.
Exactly. Like, come on.
What is he thinking?
Let me look it up.
He in the right city because somebody need to tell him about himself. He doing too much.
In the words of SZA. Am I doing too much?
He is that is not working. Thank you, Granddaughter, for putting that link in there.
Thank you so much, Granddaughter. We definitely appreciate it. Let me see if I can find if we cut Kirk Cousins today, how much would that dead cap hit be? But you know, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, Coach Roni. It's like this is kind of an indictment on our front office, right?
In what way?
Why do we do this?
Why do we do what? Be specific.
Why do we sign 38-year-old Kirk Cousins coming off an Achilles to a $100 million guaranteed contract?
That is an excellent question.
Like, I mean, is there something I'm seeing? I mean, I don't know if you remember, like the day that
No Sweat found it. Go ahead, though.
Oh, okay. I just been say, I don't know if you remember, but the day that we okay, yeah. So No Sweat, appreciate that, Keith. No Sweat. It's a $65 million cap hit. But the day that we signed Kirk Cousins, it was one of those situations where I was like, hey, y'all, we got us a quarterback. And then we seen what happened. And it was
like the details of the deal.
Yeah, we see the details of the deal, and we were just like, daggone. So
wait, we're gonna pay him that?
We paying him $160 million, $100 million guaranteed. Like, so this is what we doing. So basically, the dead cap here is $75 million. So if we cut Kirk Cousins, it's one of those situations where, okay, his cap number is $40 million. So if we cut him, we would have to pay that cap hit would be $40 million if I'm not mistaken. And I think there's a way I could put it in here to.
So to cut him, we would have to pay him $40 million.
Yep. Yeah, and post cut, it'll be $50 million. So
what he is asking for is for us to release him and give him $50 million and be done.
Yeah.
That's what he's asking for.
Yeah.
What advantage is that to the Atlanta Falcons?
Well, that's why you go and talk to the owner and you give him a list.
Of what?
Five pages worth.
Five pages worth of notes. I wish. I feel like, oh my God, Kirk Cousins playing too much. He's playing too much because that right there just made me mad. How dare you?
I mean,
how dare you?
I mean, to a certain extent, like, and I've been trying to figure out, like, is Kirk Cousins like a culture vulture?
In what way?
I mean, he came in doing the whole swag surf thing, and
I think he was entertained with the culture of Atlanta. I think, he was known before for the chains and stuff like that. which fits perfectly for Atlanta because people actually do wear the chains and the golds down here. I mean, go to any game, almost everybody got some chains on, blah blah blah. But I think a little bit, yeah, a little bit. Now that we're seeing, him, it's kind of like he don't have appreciation for nothing but himself. So he was just using whatever he could to get paid.
I mean, because why did you just randomly do a interview in a Waffle House parking lot? I mean, I'm just saying, like, it was almost like he was showing off the Waffle House in the background. First of all, you don't sit in Waffle House parking lots like that in the middle of the day. Like, does that make sense? Am I wrong, or is it a situation where he probably seen that Lisa Shepherd likes to eat at Waffle Houses with dirty floors, and was like,
"Who doesn't? We all do." Happy 404 day, y'all.
That's y'all.
He be eating in there too. Yeah. Don't let him talk trash now. He lowered his standards real quick.
Look at that, y'all. Look, at the end of the day, you still gotta pay attention to your surroundings. Y'all just don't be going to any Waffle House and don't pay attention to nothing.
Okay, Dustin, we'll turn down the delicious food because you said so.
Yeah. It's nasty here. Yeah, let's go across the street.
Go to the one across the street.
I don't like y'all Waffle House. But I'm just saying, like, I mean, yeah.
So, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead, man.
No, Furball, he wants it explained. Like, what does that mean, cap hit? Some people are saying how after June 1st, they can spread it out over a couple of years. Like, he just wants a breakdown of the cap hit and what that means.
Yeah, so basically, like, everybody has in their contracts, they have like their guaranteed money, and they also have like the money it's called dead cap. Dead cap is the money that you have to pay, the team has to pay the player if they're released before the end of their contract. So it's one of those situations where moving forward,
if we were to release Cousins before the end of his contract, like he's asking, our dead cap, we would have to pay him $65 million.
So if we release them before June 1st, we had to pay him $40 million. And we release them after June 1st, okay, it's still $40 million.
But I think they said we could just spread it out over a couple of years.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, I don't understand how that's even an ask.
That's what I'm saying.
How is that even an ask?
It doesn't make any sense. You'll be better off just, if you want to go so bad, just go ahead and go. Like, we shouldn't have to pay for you to go to the Cleveland Browns so you can get what you want. So they can just give you a league minimum. Like,
right, because you're getting paid from us.
Yeah, because you're getting paid from us. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Sure doesn't.
That doesn't make any sense. T. Terry says the Jets want Pitts, and they give us the 7th pick. Maybe we get a Abdul Carter defensive end or a Mason Graham. Look, if they want a first round pick for Kyle Pitts, then go for what you know. Go for what you know, Bo.
Everybody's saying it's gonna be Kyle Pitts' breakout season. I know we haven't heard that before, but everyone is saying that this season is Kyle Pitts' breakout season.
Look, Coach Roni, we gotta support Kyle Pitts now because he's part of the family.
I support him.
You
talking about the Florida family?
Yeah, he's part of Florida. We're Gators.
We're Gator people now.
We're Gator people now.
That sounds so natural.
We're Gator folks. How they do it?
I've never done it. I don't know.
I ain't gonna really do it, but I'm just doing it like this. Shout out to Shady. Raymond Elder said that's a lot of money, Bo. That, boy, what you talking about?
He literally expects us to hand
just give money, like, and then how disrespectful that is to Terry Fontenot.
Why I want to call him Ashy? He wants us to look, he's moving real ashy. I don't know if he is or if he isn't, but he's moving real ashy. How dare he? Oh my God.
What that got to do with how his skin is moisturized? I'm so confused.
It's so trifling. It's like, his ankles are not moisturized. Like, it just feels so trifling. You're expecting everything for nothing.
Wait a minute. Now, hold on.
Hold on, what?
Wait.
Oh, because your ankles don't be moisturized? Big Low is the ashiest of ashy.
Matter of fact,
I don't know.
A second here. I keep that thing on me.
Did you, or did I buy you some and say, here, you need this?
But that don't mean I'm trifling. My ankle be ashy sometimes. That don't mean I'm trifling.
Okay.
What's going on, Joy? Shouts out to Joy in the chat. Much love to you. Hope you're doing good, family. Right, because look, that's the one Kurt need to be worried about right there. Joy run across old Kurt in the streets.
I wish I could do a Joy imitation, but we're not trying to cuss. And there's no way you can do it.
Shout out to Joy. Kuntry. Man, I don't know what's going on with these folk, man. Shouts out to Joy, man. Shouts out to Joy. Oh man, but look, I mean, at the end of the day, I just feel like Terry Fontenot, and it's like I was saying earlier, like how disrespectful that is to Terry Fontenot. Terry Fontenot, sit here just GMing and
GMing,
like doing whatever GMs do.
Doing what GMs do. G to the M.
G to the M.
Okay.
M to the is anyway, like whatever. Whatever he does or whatever, it's one of them situations where it's like he says, "Hey, I want to talk to Arthur." Like, how disrespectful that is to that man for you to just be like, "Yeah, I'm just going to skip that whole part in the hierarchy. I'm just going to go ahead and just talk to Arthur directly." That's just so disrespectful. That's something that you don't do in business, right? Like, I won't just go over my boss and talk to my boss's boss. I mean, that's completely different.
But what do they say Karens do?
Wow, Coach Roni.
They call the manager, manager's manager. That's what they do.
I do need y'all make sure y'all do a Country Boy a favor. Make sure that you hit that like button. If this is your first time chilling out with us, we sit around and chop it up like this all the time. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. We would definitely and greatly appreciate it. You hit that like or subscribe button. I promise you, I'll dance at your wedding one day. Since the last time I've been to a wedding, there have been a lot of new dances. People are putting their boots on the ground. I had a chance to do the love slide at a wedding yet. But if it's the old classics, Watusi, Cupid Shuffle, Beef It Up, I could do a Mean Dougie, anything. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, that like button. I promise you, I got you. Keith No Sweat says he want to talk. Wow. Wow. Also, Lisa in here says happy 404 day, Coach Roni.
Yeah.
Y'all should get together, celebrate, eat at the old Dusty Flow Waffle House or where you at least.
Dusty. There's no dust anywhere. It's all dirt and grime. There's no dust particles in the air. The air is clean. That's how come the food is good. Because the floor is a little dirty.
All the dust just settles on the floor.
It gets stuck on the sticky part.
Happy 404 day, everybody. I know that y'all out there celebrating it. This is the first time I heard of an area code celebrating their, the date, which is their area code. Nobody else does that. That's just how beautiful and how creative Atlanta is, man. You legitimately gotta love it.
Always looking for a reason to party.
Always looking for a reason to party.
Yep.
I'm sure the club's jumping right now. 404 day sparkling bottles. 404 day. Woo! 404 day. Willie Doc in here. He said, you got to hit that stanky leg, Big. Got to. Lisa Shepard says, I'm not saying it to you, Big Low.
It's not for you.
I'm Waffle House and Diddy. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute now. That's rough. That's rough. Now look here, I am gonna tell you. So in our family, it's one of those situations where, um, I'm sure y'all could all imagine that me and Coach Roni, we go back and forth about pretty much everything. And Coach Roni, she tries to, or I'm not gonna say Coach Roni does it, but and Joy, I still don't understand how Joy don't like Waffle House. Joy likes the varsity, but she don't like Waffle House. But
you weren't here when the varsity was.
No, Joy still be now like, man, I gotta go get some varsity.
It ties in from the past.
You gotta start chasing the high. I came here and had some good varsity before. Yeah. I was like, man, that was good. But then when I came back, I was like, ooh, yeah, this is rough right here.
The varsity for a kid growing up in Atlanta was when you were going to a special event. You were going to the circus, so you were going to a Braves game, you were going somewhere downtown, and you would get to go to the varsity. It was a huge deal.
Oh, I mean, I could imagine. But now.
What about now?
Boy, it's rough. That's all I can say.
Dang.
But Joy be like, or randomly be on Twitter. Oh, I need to get me some varsity. And like, okay, Joy, you can have that by yourself, sis. I'm gonna let you have that. I'm gonna let you have that. But Lisa, you talk about me being Waffle House or Diddy. I want to ask everybody in the chat. Coach Roni says I'm the bougie one. I want to ask y'all, who do you think is bougier between me and Coach Roni? If you feel like I'm the bougie one, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like it's Coach Roni, put a 3 in the chat.
They don't even know that much about me. So why would
Coach Roni, they know a good
what
bit
would they
about
be basing
you. They
that
know
on?
that you're a content creator.
No, I'm not a content creator. I'll be on here once in a blue moon.
They know that you're a content creator.
Every now and then.
They know that your family tells kids that they don't run nothing. Wait a minute. Then Lisa come back and talk about how you ashy at home, Lo.
Here's it down to a science.
I'm at home. Like,
so you gotta be. So I want to see ashy Big Lo. I guess that's what that means. The dog wants to see you drop dead skin follicles as you walk. As you walk through the house.
I ain't that ashy, die. I ain't that ashy.
Okay. Put the ankles on camera.
Well, but see, first of all, I ain't got the hips for that.
But, no, you don't.
But the thing is, what you mean whenever you say that ashy folks are be moving shy? Like what you mean by that? I ashy folks.
It feels it feels like a behavior of an ashy person. Like they don't take care of themselves, so they're not gonna take care of you. Like they'll shower. An ashy person will literally shower, clean their skin, and then get out and be like, I'm gonna just let it dry like this. Like would not try to put any moisture back into their body, and then walk around in public like we all want to have your dead skin flaking off everywhere. That's what an ashy person would do. And so Kirk Cousins feeling like he could just jump into the Atlanta Falcons, play 14 games, and then step on out and be like, all right, now give me all the money. I'm ready to go. That's ashy behavior.
I don't like the way you describe ashy people. I feel like that's disrespectful.
What's disrespectful is the fact that we got all these body oils and butters around here, and you still walking around white about the ankles.
It just be my ankles though. Like it ain't no part
doesn't
of my
just be. Why don't you open them fingers and look in between, see what it's like? Not now, because you just put lotion on. But before, no. Let's go ahead and turn that forearm back and let's see what that elbow looking like.
Elbow looking good.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I'm good, right? Yeah, I'm shoot.
So
I'm trying to say a hater, y'all.
Some legs and some ankles. You and Kirk Cousins. Ash Bros.
Talk about hashtag
Ash Bros.
Ash Bros.
You know who's well moisturized?
Who?
Cody Rhodes.
What?
He seems like a well-moisturized Atlanta.
Where
He's a well-moisturized
that even
Atlanta
come from?
personality. I'm thinking about you, Atlanta sports personality. You ashy, Kirk Cousins ashy. I feel like Cody Rhodes is well-moisturized.
What Cody Rhodes got to do with
You know who's
anything?
also well-moisturized?
Who?
Matt Ryan. You know, even though I'm mad at him, Julio's well-moisturized. I know a lot of people are well-moisturized, but not you, not Kirk. Ashy behavior.
Oh, what? I thought you were going to say Ray John Rondo. Because Rhodes used to have a crush on Ray John Rondo, y'all. You know who ain't ashy? Ray John Rondo.
Well-moisturized, Terry Fontenot. Well-moisturized, Arthur Blank, because his servants do it for him. Ashy, Bigelow Cousins. Ashy, Kirk Cousins. Ashy, Desmond Ritter.
Pat McKinley.
There you Ashy.
Pat McKinley. Yeah. Pat McKinley, you ashy. You like you ashy. Now, me myself, my behavior is ashy. It's just my ankles. I don't know what it is about my ankles. I don't know. I literally put lotion on. They still ashy.
Because I got him the little exfoliating glove because he don't realize he's let the ash pile up. So there's so much dead skin that it has to be exfoliated away.
I use the glove.
Did you use it correctly?
Yeah, I used it correctly.
No. You're supposed to be this is a good Canadian exfoliating glove. This is the real deal. And I got it before the tariffs went up. Trump 2024. But like you're supposed to get in the shower. Stay in the shower for about 5-10. Let that steam really build up. Don't put no soap or nothing on your legs like some people do. And then you're supposed to take the exfoliator and scrub at it at that point because it's softened, it's loosened up. And then you get it off. I feel like you went in there, slapped some soap on it, and then tried to scrub at it. It's like, no, I'm good because nothing's even coming out. You didn't do it right.
You such a hater, boy.
You didn't do it right.
You such a hater, boy. Ooh.
Oh, Willie Dot said, is Arthur Smith ashy? Is he? Is he ashy? Hey, ho, ho. Arthur Smith has got to go. Partially because he's ashy. Oh, my God.
Hey, ho, ho.
Woo!
Arthur Smith needs some low. Shit. Ashy behavior.
Is Arthur Smith ashy? That's not even a question.
Is he?
Is he?
Oh,
King Ash over there.
Oh, slew-footed ashy. Slew-footed walking ashy joker.
Oh, ashy Nepo baby. Yes.
Arthur Smith gonna beat you up, Coach Roni. Boy, he gonna have it out for you, boy.
Tell him to bring it out.
He gonna wrestle you, but not for your heart.
Like you did, Marcus. This is not a love wrestle.
Like Marcus Mariota. Richard Russell says, hear me out. We could get rid of for cheap. He should be our backup. Crickets.
Why is it so quiet? Somebody's like hitting the computer like, is the signal? What's going on, Big Lo? I got so quiet.
I mean, we asked
I don't know what to say.
We asked chat what they think.
Look, I don't know what to say to that. Besides the fact they almost beat us during the regular season. So it relied on a Ritter Hail Mary.
Just Ritter walked up to Kirk Cousins out of the game. Hey, Kirk. We almost beat you that time. He probably walked up to him and said something smart like, oh, I'm on you, boy. I just imagine this really talking trash. I mean, it's hilarious. You talk trash like your little cousin.
Little cousin.
Bill. You ever say he said Bill can't play basketball with him? He said Bill was talking trash like an old man. He's like, oh, gotta be quicker than that. Bill like, oh, too slow. I got you. Oh man. About whatever. What in the world, Bo? What's going on with you? Well, the doctor says pregnant pause. Goodness.
Yeah.
Keith No Sweat says, just imagine if we were or if they would have got that Hail Mary, boy, it would have been.
Exactly. So we sitting here laughing at the prospect of Ritter. Had they caught that ball, we be looking extra crazy. So that's your boy.
Monday Night Football too.
Oh my God.
Who's my boy?
Whatever our coach's name is, Raheem.
Raheem look like a Black John Cena though. I ain't gonna lie.
He does. He has
like
a lot of similarities.
Yeah. You got look like a Black John Cena. Jay, he says, I'll take Desmond Ritter back to back up Michael Penix Jr. though, beloved. Hello.
Okay.
All right, so I want to ask everybody how they feel about it. If you would take Desmond Ritter to back up Michael Penix, put a 1 in the chat. If it's a situation where you're good and you would take an old dusty broom that they don't use at the Waffle House, put a 2 in the chat as the backup quarterback. I just want to know what y'all think.
Or the current ashy individual we have as the backup quarterback.
Oh, okay. I was talking about me.
No, I said our current ashy quarterback is the backup quarterback.
Okay, I hear you, Coach. Coach Herbert says, Waffle House take orders through the Waffle House app. Yeah.
And then you were saying like on the I haven't looked at it because I'm like, how dare they? But you say on the Waffle House app, they don't even let you like customize your hash browns.
Nah, you can't do the like, hey, I want double order hash brown, double cover. You can't do that.
You can only cover it one time?
You can only order one order hash browns and you could like multiply your orders of hash browns.
Oh, you still have to okay, I got you.
All right. So King Richard says he said he would take Kirk Cousins.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he would take Desmond Ritter. My bad. Lisa Shepard says, that's what I'm saying, Coach Roni. I know you got lotions, body oils, shea butters.
Thank you.
What, Lisa?
Thank you.
Whatnot at the house? Yeah, low ankles is ashy.
As the British say, also have petrolatum jelly or grease, Vaseline.
Petrolatum jelly.
Petrolatum.
Oh, petroleum.
Petrolatum.
You gonna buy me diamonds? It took me a while to get it. Kara, I get you that stuff that Gretzky think on. Like, what you talking about? Ice. Oh, you gonna buy me diamonds? Okay. It took me a minute on that one. Look here. You need to chill out because I already know next time Lisa see me and I'm wearing shorts.
Please shame him and make him pull down the sock to make sure he didn't just grease the area outside the sock. Make sure the ankles he actually got in there with it.
I already know. Next time I see Lisa, I wear shorts. She gonna be all right there, Coach. Coach Ronald was the first one to put a 2. She said she'd rather go with the dusty broom that they don't use at the Waffle House. Broom just as dusty as the floor is. Tay Bro says 2, dusty broom. Authentic Sim says 2. Please not 1. Please no.
Please no.
No. ATL Skate Man, he says 2. He says he Coach Ronnie, and I agree with you. It's just like what you said about the whole retread. You know, he ain't trying to go back to that old thing.
Mm-hmm.
Keith No Sweat says, I think if Ritter get with his quarterback room, they could develop him right.
I would let somebody else do it.
I mean, you still got Philippe, you still got Phil Franks.
Oh gosh, Phil Franks. Felipe Franks. Oh, Felipe.
Oh, Felipe.
Nah, let somebody else develop him. We're good. Thank you so much.
Yeah, ain't no need in trying to go back.
Thank you.
Ain't no need in trying to go back. Jalen says 1.5. I take Desmond winner. Not that frog voice Ritter though. Dang-go. Man. Oh. I mean, my daughter said, hey, Daddy, where you going? And I said, I got to go to Las Vegas. Dr. Slick says, nah, we know what Ritter is at this point. May as well give someone else a chance. Speaking of giving someone else a chance, I don't know if y'all heard Trey Lance just signed with the Chargers.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean.
Oh, you're going to be out there with Harbaugh.
Yeah, you're going to be out there with Harbaugh. So, I don't know if y'all realize this, but he could legitimately run back the whole Colin Kaepernick joint with Trey Lance. That's that's something that you might want to pay attention to. Willie Dot says, I would take what's that? Joe Trashinsky from Georgia to be my Penix backup over Ritter. No, I don't know who that is. That's rough. T. Terry says 2. He said he wants old Dusty Broom. Dre says, Keith, exactly. Facts. I totally agree with that statement. 100%. Point blank, period. Dr. Slick says, I wouldn't be mad if they did. So they took Desmond Ritter back. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of people that's on board with this now. Shouts out to my homeboy ATLGA Faithful. DC. They make some great content. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He says, I would take Ritter as a backup, but it won't happen. See, a lot of people, Coach Roni, a lot of people ain't agreeing with you. For the first time on this show, everybody ain't agreeing with you. I think Sim says that Mariota corrupted Ritter. Daggone.
Corrupted him.
Pelicans Nolia says, Big No Coach Roni, rise up. He just spelled it wrong. Then he says the Falcons are rising up. That's what he said, Coach Roni.
So we missed the comment a little further back when I was talking about your ashy ankles. And we were having a back and forth. Willie Doc was like, wow, y'all really love each other. If that ain't love, Willie Doc, I don't know what is.
Yeah, I just let her, she can't see that good.
Okay.
So, she'll
You don't have to have eagle eye vision to see that dark skin with that contrasting white as snow around the ankles. You don't have to have great vision. No, you don't. No, you don't. Hater, Coach, right? No, Lord, you don't.
You're such a hater.
Richard Russell said it might be ashy behavior, but honestly, Tyler Russell would do the same thing. Tyler Russell ashy.
I would tell Tyler.
Oh snap! I'ma tell.
I would tell Tyler. Uh-oh. Lisa, see, all right. So Lisa finally agreed with me on something. Lisa said she agrees that there's no need to run it back with Desmond Ritter. We don't agree on the Waffle House thing. We don't agree on the dusty floors, but we do agree on that. We don't agree about because Lisa had the hardest line of the night. But how you ashy at home, big dog? Like,
bars.
Like goodness.
I say that to myself every day, Lisa.
That's rough, man. That's rough. Well, look at here, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I do need y'all to make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks to each and every person that came in and chopped it up with us tonight. Look, we enjoyed it per usual, man. We had a chance to sit down and chop it up. And moving forward, we got the draft and a few other things coming up. So, it's something that we're definitely going to enjoy. We're definitely going to learn from each other and have a lot of good engagement.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. You got anything you want to say before we head out, Coach Ron?
I'll see y'all later. Peace and blessings. Remember to stay moisturized and stay hydrated. Don't be ashy like Bigelow and Kirk Cousins.
I tell you what, could you say that in your Maya Angelou voice?
No. You see, that's what I'm talking about. That's that ashy behavior right there.
Let's hear Maya Angelou come, right?
No. Oh my God, absolutely not. You're so dirty.
How am I dirty?
You dirty and ashy.
Y'all remember the Maya Angelou voice Coach Roni has, right? We all want to hear Coach Roni give
all right, I'm done.
A steering goodbye.
Bye, y'all.
She's so petty, boy. She's so petty. Oh man. Javen said, please, pretty please, Coach Roni. Daggone. Coach Roni done dipped out. Man. Well, look, might be able to get to Maya Angelou a little bit later on, man. But look, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming in and chopping it up with us. Much love. Y'all stay safe. Please don't do anything I would do. Y'all already know what time it is, man. What in the world, Bo?